is a gift, an heirloom. From your father's side, he does possess a gift to transform whenever he suggests. He's no magical fiend, but with tremendous power, he can transform into a werewolf at any given hour. You ask, how can this be? How have you not known? Well, look around. It is our throne. Although it's not for me, your father does love it. Taraka is speechless and continues to think of it. Once they're home, Huli truly invites them, says, "You're all my children, if you need anything." Can't think of anything that runs to the answer either. Hey, but it's been 5 minutes, don't you know? That means time is up. We no longer have to do this sing mode. But yes, so Huli truly adapts the family into themselves, into her home. Is saying that if you need anything, just call your mother. The group plays some board games to try to recompress and gather themselves, truly bonding in this time. Near the end, they all go to bed. Taraka gets a note under her door and says, "You're my friend. I promise you're not a monster." And Taraka goes out to seek her father. She indulges in some training, does not get too far. Irritation is only the thing that she managed to achieve during this session. Jian, however, goes up to a door and knocks, asks for mother. He manages to get some more friendly one-on-one time with her, learning a new spell, Calm Emotions, that he can cast once per day without expending a spell slot. He thanks her for the room changes and feels a little bit more at ease, and truly feels as though he loves having another parent in his life, if I managed to pick that up correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jian, but seeing a parent who loves their child made you feel a little bit better. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They ended the night dreaming of a barbecue. Not really, but that was post-roleplay. Low tangent for everyone. Where Jian and Adelar burnt the burgers, telling Chad that he was doing it wrong. And I believe that is where we ended. Oh wait, there was one very important thing last session, where we go to investigate. Oh, there were a couple things I missed. I missed everything with Jian. I apologize. So once they came back, Huli asked to see Jian's memories. Trying to pull some hair from him, he realized that he no longer really has hair. He has clouds. So Huli instead took a finger and regrew it, causing just mild irritation. Definitely did not hurt at all. Totally. Stealing Jian's finger and stick it into a vial, she was able to see all of Jian's memories. Everything that was important to the court case. So she saw how the group met. She saw them travel around. She saw, before session 1, Jian's family get taken. The cabin. Them scrying. Only Huli and Jian and Urza actually saw the scrying orb. Then, seeing the whole ordeal with Nick. She is now completely caught up to picking pace with what has been going on with the whole party, including Taraka, who abandoned her. They then go back to Nick's house, and things look real tidied up. A little confused at first before Nick steps out, saying, "You're trespassing, you best leave now or I will add additional charges to your case." They try questioning Nick. Nick quickly calls his mother, Zenora, to help him out. Zenora tells the party this is not the time to do this. Leave my son's house, and I will see you in court tomorrow. They all head home, and that's when they play some games. And I believe that is a full recap. Correct me if I'm wrong, Rainbow, Kayla, if I missed anything at all.
That sounds about like you got it to me.
Alrighty. Oh, and Jian also left a note for Huli that she did not get to read until after she saw the memories, unfortunately. She was like, oh, I already knew this. But, yes. So, the three of you awake. It is... What time do you guys wake up?
I never went to sleep.
You never went to sleep. You see the sunrise, Taraka. And Jian.
Whatever ends up being 14 hours.
Whatever being 14 hours of sleep.
Oh yeah, he's waking up with a headache.
Dang. He does not get 14 hours of sleep. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Alright.
Oh, man. So, at about 6 a.m., the sun starts to rise. Taraka, you head outside of your room, and you see Adelar.
Correction, at the end of last session, I stayed up all night talking to Adelar.
That is true, yes. So all night long, you spend with Adelar. You see the sunrise. You have court today, right?
Yeah.
We should probably wake up your friends.
Yeah, neither one of them wakes up on their own.
Okay. Straight up just...
Why don't you wake up Jian and I'll wake up Chad?
He glares at you for a second. Okay.
She just gives him a look like... smiling.
Smiling.
No.
Okay. And he gets up and he helps you up as well. And the two of you walk into, well, just the house. You see Adelar just walk into a room.
Adelar just walked in.
Yep.
I will politely knock on the room that I think is Chad's.
Alright. We'll do yours first, and then we'll do, Jian. So, you knock on the door. Yeah.
It's time to get up. Court's gonna be in like an hour or two.
Okay. That's... Alright. I'll be out in 10 minutes.
She imagines someone dumping cold water on Chad.
Hey! Ah! Wait, did you go inside his room?
Nope, she just imagines somebody in his room walking up and doing that. If that's how the house works,
nope, that's not how it works. Actually, no, it wouldn't even. It would not even work with you because it's only him. So no.
Unfortunate.
That does not work.
Unfortunate. I tried to do it for you guys.
Unfortunate.
But she wouldn't walk in the room.
Unfortunate. Water EXE. I see that, Winks. I see that. Water bucket with ice. I see, Simon. I see. But yes, so with your superb hearing, if you choose to listen, you do hear him get up and you hear water start to run.
Alright.
Alright.
I will go downstairs and start working on breakfast.
Alright. And Jian. Are you ready? You are dead asleep. What are you dreaming, by the way? This is like a deep sleep.
It's pretty deep. I think he doesn't have any dreams right now. He's just completely blacked out.
Alright. Alright. Well, you wake up to feel a puddle of water get dumped on you.
Oh, who dares? My gentleman! Oh. What was that?
Wake up. We don't sleep in here. And he goes to walk out.
I see that. I guess get up and ring myself off and get ready to join everyone.
You look like you're raining.
It's a little storm cloud going right now.
Awesome.
Just a rude awakening.
You know what? Actually, you go to shake yourself off, and as you do, you see your hair turn gray and parts of it fall off, and above you there's now just a little cloud that's raining on top of you. There's just more perks to this new form of yours.
Just gotta love it.
Gotta love it.
Oh,
Just a great morning.
poor Jian.
Where's Jian? So you get up and you head out. You see Chad walk out of the room, and that's across from you at the same time. Morning.
Chadworth.
It's Chad.
He doesn't react. Just moves on.
Oh, because of your. Oh yeah. Is that like a new hairstyle?
You could say that.
I think I like the old one more.
I'll flick some of the water onto him.
Hey! I just dried off. Pushes you and goes downstairs. Just nerd. All the love. All the love.
Oh yeah. Just an amazing morning.
Treating you like a brother.
Aww.
Alrighty. And the two of you head downstairs. You see an exhausted looking Taraka and a stone-faced Adelar and a cheery looking Huli sitting in the kitchen. Taraka's cooking breakfast.
Which
Oh.
I took the liberty of rolling for that. It's a 16.
I mean, it makes sense. You're pretty exhausted. You'll go in there. Oh, good morning, the two of you. How are you doing?
I just stand in my storm.
Oh, dear. What happened? Adelar. Huh. Just gives a single chuckle.
Lovely weather we're having this morning.
Oh, dear, dear, dear. And she goes up to you. Seems to wave it away. It comes back. Did you happen to get wet? Like, a surprised wet?
Yes.
Oh, that happens when you're surprised. You see, you can go in water and you'll create this, almost a air protection shield. But if you're surprised, it'll go past and get all up in your hair. You gotta be more careful, dear.
I'll try.
And she opens up her bag. Here. She hands you a, one of those bow nets that you put, like, that you wear to sleep.
Yeah, those net caps.
Yeah, one of those nightcaps. If you put it on, the rain stops.
I'll put it on.
The rain stops. There you go, dear. It's bright pink, by the way.
That's fine.
That's fine. Who wants a hug? Jian wants a hug. Jian wants a hug.
Did you say we don't sleep in or we don't sleep at all looking at Taraka?
We don't sleep in, of course.
You look exhausted. He goes up to you. You have to flip that.
I am getting to it. Flips it.
And he is going to help you cook. You have advantage now.
So it would have been a straight roll, so I rolled with disadvantage because of the exhaustion.
Mm-hmm. What was the first roll?
I rolled them at the same time, so.
Oh. So it was still a 16 no matter what?
I would say it was a 16 no matter what.
Okay. Well, in that case, unfortunate. The hope action had no use. Well, dinner gets done relatively soon. Seats everyone. So, children, How are you three feeling?
Great! I am ready for court. This will be just great.
I'm excited for Kangaroo Court.
that's
What?
that's funny, dear. Just don't say it at court.
What's that mean? What's kangaroo court?
I have no idea, dear.
In essence, it's bullshit.
Oh, I see.
You're not wrong.
It's totally not bullshit, children. I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course not, Mom. I love going to court.
By the way, Jian, side note, what do you think of my new mug?
Just to partake, I guess.
Does it make you feel any certain type of way?
It's akin to having one mounted on the wall or drinking out of a skull or something. It's
I got
like,
this.
it looks cool, but also,
I got this mug specifically for you, and you'll understand in time. Truly and fully understand in time.
Alright then.
Evil
not-
DM plans.
You don't want to know?
I'm not sure I do, yeah.
You don't. I think I know, and you don't want to know.
But the four of you, five of you, eat breakfast. Anything else you'd like to? Anything you'd like to speak with Huli about before court that you guys would like to say?
Do I have a lawyer?
Yes, dear, it's me.
It's not the kind of court I think you're thinking of, Jian.
This is a much more sophisticated. That's a lie. There will be 4 court heads discussing the topic matter at hand. Once we all come to a unanimous decision, or at least 3 out of 4, we shall come to a vote. It is my duty to make sure that the other court heads see your innocence. Shouldn't be too difficult. I'll roll for that.
Yeah, I mean,
she's gonna burn a lucky on that.
yeah, it shouldn't be bad at all. I mean, it's really just Zenora and Nick we have to worry about. I mean, Ezekiel never really cares, and Lucy's been friends with Mom for years. I don't think she would go against her. And then Amethyst and Jade never care about anything.
Who's Lucy, Ezekiel, Jade, Amethyst?
They're the other court heads and their children.
Yes, they are all quite unique.
Is there anything I should know before we go do this?
Yes. Always keep proper posture. Stay on your toes. Don't accept gifts from any of them. Don't say thank you to any of them. Bow. Definitely bow. It is a sign of great respect, and you don't want to disrespect anybody because they could place a curse on you.
Alright.
Oh, and you. None of the I'm the greatest shtick.
I don't know what you're talking about. Never do anything.
And you, no stabbing anybody in the court. That would not help your case, obviously. I think Jian is frozen.
I think Jian is frozen. Jian, come back.
I see you guys as frozen, so it's probably as me. It was...
Unfortunate. Well, can you hear us at least? Oh.
Yeah.
There, what?
You're
Wait.
back. You are
It
back.
was- There he is.
There we go.
There we go.
Huh.
You
Well,
have
it's
like
delayed,
6.
but
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I think it'll catch up eventually.
But yes. Oh, and if anyone tries to speak to the three of you without me nearby, just smile and nod and say, "I'm with Huli." You need to say nothing more. Now, we will be ready to go in 30 minutes. I'll be waiting for you. If you'd like to do anything, now is the time before court.
She'll get herself all clean and looking as good as she can, and then illusion not tired her.
Oh, another take a shot. And
hydrate!
welcome, Calum. How are you doing today? We are headed to court.
And take a shot. The bard offers water,
I'll
and the
read that.
super offers alcohol.
I'll hear your shot and raise you a swig.
Oh my. I should have did the hydrate after the take a shot. That would have been better.
Woo! That vodka.
Bard offers water. Yes, this is the best water. A court tomorrow. I hope everything is going well. Hopefully it does not go the way that this court's gonna go. I will say no more. We're about to head off.
That is a terrifying concept. We are getting intoxicated before court.
We are.
We are. This is our second shot.
Well, to be fair, Taraka's tired, so it kind of fits.
Very true. Alrighty, so about 30 minutes goes by. I'm sure the three of you speak about random stuff, and you are all also welcome if you wish to have like a personal conversation with either Chad, Huli, or Adelar, and you don't want to take up too much screen time. You guys are welcome to reach out to me off screen, and as long as it's not too lore intensive, I don't mind having that conversation with you, and we could even make it canon as long as it does not progress things.
Okay.
There we are. So, about 30 minutes goes by. Chad, Taraka, Jian, are the three of you ready?
Yes, Mom. And Taraka looks like she's dressed in a lot fancier attire than she normally is as she walks over to Huli.
There we are. Jian?
Quite ready.
Yeah. Should be easy, right? Yes, quite easy. Also, all three of you, roll me a investigation.
Investigation?
Or perception, in fact.
Is it sight, scent, or sound based?
It is sight.
Oh, perception, that's a 7.
You see nothing.
Yeah, I don't see anything. That is a natural 1. I was falling asleep a little bit.
Chad was the closest one, but still did not manage. Alrighty. Huli seems to be at ease with a smile on her face. Alrighty. She opens up the door, and you see a bright light coming from the other side. After you, my children.
And Taraka will take proper posture and walk in.
You walk in. The three of you walk in, and you see a circular court outside, surrounded by nature. There are 4 corners to this circle, each with a pedestal. You see one in this picture. There are one in all 4 corners. Facing north is... Let me pull up my notes. I apologize, I should have done this sooner. I want to make sure I get all of the names and seasons correct. To the north is winter, with Lucy sitting in the center, and Ezekiel standing next to her. Lucy, do I have a photo of her? I believe I do.
You do?
Lucy is a high elf with black hair and blue eyes. She looks at ease with life, with a soft smile on her face, almost as if she's eager for the day ahead of her. Her child, Ezekiel, is a young, handsome elf. He looks almost easygoing, seems as though he doesn't want to be here too much, but does still seem approachable. Actually, I lied. You only see Lucy sitting there. Ezekiel is not next to her. To the east, you see the Fall Court, with Amethyst and Jade sitting next to each other talking. This is Amethyst, and this is Jade. They're both tabaxis. Neither seem to have too much interest with what's going on around them. You see someone try to walk up to them, and they just wave their hand, and they walk away. To the south, to the west, you see a familiar-looking, pissed-off Zenora. A silver Kitsune, looking irate, and the second you walk in, you see her glare at the party. To the northwest, you see both Ezekiel and Nick talking. For reminders, this is Nick, a young, silver-haired Kitsune male. And this is Ezekiel, a young high elf with a smile on his face. Ezekiel seems to be easygoing again, enjoying his time with Nick. Nick seems to look a little anxious. You walk in to court with a pit, a feeling of a bottomless pit in your stomach. Huli guides you to the south and sits upon her chair. What would you all like to do?
Taraka is going to whisper to Jian and Chad, "It's going to be okay," and then go and sit next to Huli in her designated spot.
After a moment, you see Lucy stand up and walk up to the party. She bows. "Welcome, Huli, Taraka. I hope you are all doing well." "Yes, Lucy. I assume you've heard of what we're going over today." "In fact, I have not. Zenora messaged me saying that she had a surprise. Do you know?" She looks at Taraka and Jian and Chad, uneasy.
I'll bow when our eyes meet.
I will bow to Lucy. "Good morning, Lady Lucy."
"Good morning. And good morning to the three of you. I'm surprised to see new faces. Is everything okay?" Talking to the three of you now.
All is well and as it should be.
"Yes, I believe everything is well, Lady Lucy. Thank you. All is well, Lady Lucy. Your concerns are appreciated."
"Thank you, and no one's around us. You can just call me Lucy." She smiles and then looks at Huli. "Oh, and we should schedule another tea time. We haven't done one in about 50 years. I'd love for Taraka and Ezekiel to have some more one-on-one time." "That might be nice, Lucy. Thank you for your consideration." She smiles and bows before walking off. You see Zenora still glaring daggers at all of you.
I'll bow when our eyes meet.
It just makes her more furious. You you recognize that she is focusing her gaze upon you, Jian.
So, yes, Taraka will also go to both the spring and fall courts, bow. Good morning, Lady Zenora.
Would you follow Jian?
Good morning, Lady Amethyst.
Oh yeah.
All right, so the party makes their way around. Who do you go up to first, team?
Amethyst, 100% is the one I'm going for first.
All right, you right there with her, Jian?
I know she's gonna
Oh,
ignore
yeah.
me, so.
All right.
I'm following.
I mean, Hoolie's sitting down.
I don't know these people.
That's hilarious. Okay, so you walk up to this irritated-looking cat. Tabaxi, my apologies.
Good morning, Lady Amethyst. Lady Jade. I hope you are well today.
So, Mom, what do you think you want for dinner? Salmon sounds really good. We haven't had it all week, and it seems like a good idea for dinner. Salmon sounds delicious. There's that new restaurant that just opened up. They seem to be ignoring you.
Yeah, after she says good morning to both of them, and I hope you are well, she will just move on. She will not even wait for a response. She knows they're gonna ignore her anyway.
All right. Jian, you're moving on as well.
Yeah, it's just like an awkward bow because they're not really paying attention and then move on.
All right, you move up to Lucy right as Ezekiel is walking up to take a seat. Ezekiel greets you first. Good morning, Taraka and friends.
Good morning, Lord Ezekiel. I hope you're well today.
Yeah, don't call me Lord. Wait a minute. Points at Jian. Are you the guy that stabbed Nick?
I'll bow and say pleased to make your acquaintance.
His face changes from easygoing to a little uneasy.
Yeah, I'm not confirming or denying anything.
Yeah. Okay. Just looks. He does not know how to interact with you.
That's fair.
Please set your mind at ease. I'm sure we will come to clarity on the situation soon.
Agreed. Everything will come to light shortly.
Yeah. Oh. What's that? Nick got hurt? Lucy says. He's... You didn't know? Of course not. Can we have a minute? Looks at you guys.
Of course, she was just saying my pleasantries. Thank you for your time. Your time is appreciated. And she moves on.
Yeah. And you see them start to whisper. Then you make your way over to Zenora, and now Nick is sitting there as well, looking at you all. Quite pissed off, might I add. What? Zenora says as you walk up.
I bow. I simply wanted to extend my pleasantries for the day. Good morning, Lady Zenora. Lord Nick. I hope you are well. And that is all I wanted.
She does not break her gaze from Jian.
And nor I hers, but I still maintain a stoic and pleasant face and bow.
As you start to walk off, Genasi, come here for a second. Do you, approach her?
I'll stand.
You hurt my son. Do you know what happened to the last person who laid a finger on my son?
Oh, I'm not worried about that, but I'm sure it was something quite wonderful. You seem like an
Yes,
upstanding human.
I am. I do my best to ensure the safety of my citizens and my family. You attacked my son, stabbed him in the shoulder, twice, tried to kill him, speaking of nonsense. I will make sure your fate is worse. At least the last person got to die.
I'm
That is
sorry
all.
you feel that. Now bow. Leave.
Your time is appreciated.
Oh, she
Jian.
did not want you to be there as well. She specifically wanted to talk to Jian, and Jian alone.
Well, Taraka would have stayed close by.
You can hear after all.
Yeah.
You walk up to the group and meet up with Huli. Did I tell you that if anyone asks to speak with you, just smile, nod, and say, I'm with Huli?
I mean, we were just saying good morning to everyone, Mother.
She saw the private conversation with, she didn't hear it, but she was keeping her eye on the three of you. She,
Oh yes, I was just keeping pleasantries and then I moved on.
well, is everything okay?
I feel like I should ask you that.
I'm fine. You're welcome to roll me one more perception check. Third time is the charm.
You mean insight or perception?
It might be insight actually to see Huli's true, to break her deception.
I got a 16.
Better. I got an 11.
You both fail. She still seems quite content with the moment. Everyone sits down, simmers, or people stop talking, and then Zenora, or no, then Lucy speaks up. Hello, and welcome everyone to the 6,753rd court date. I hope you are all doing well. Hope you have all had a great weekend. Today, we have a few matters to discuss, but I'd like to start with one of utmost urgency, one that I was just informed about. Looks at Huli, Taraka, Jian, and Chad. Then she looks over at Zenora, and before she can speak, get on with it! Yes, Lady Zenora. Today, we will be speaking on the matter of Nick, Jian, Taraka, and Chad. Who would like to go first and inform me on more than just the gossip from what I hear from our children?
Okay, I'll do it. Taraka will stand, walk over to the pedestal. Ladies and lords of the court, I do apologize for the inconvenience of everyone having to get together today, but I will be honest and I will be frank so that there is no misunderstandings. Lady Lucy, Lady Amethyst, and Lady Zenora, this is the truth of what happened, and I give full consent to check my memories of the event as well. You may also place me under a zone of truth so that you know I am telling the truth.
The truth can always be manipulated. You hear Zenora speak up.
I will do whatever it takes to prove that what I am saying, what I am showing, is entirely honest. And she will wait a second for them to respond to that before continuing.
Silence in the crowd, Zenora staring daggers into you. After a moment, Lucy speaks up. Proceed.
I bow. The day in question, we traveled to Harbor Bay, and Jian met Nick disguised as an elf while at the markets, and Nick invited us back to his place for the night, to which we accepted. When we got there, Nick did offer us tea, and there must have been something inside the tea. Not to point blame or anything of that nature, just judging off of how I was feeling and how my compatriots said that they felt. I was fine before drinking the tea, and after drinking the tea, I was quite tired and falling asleep.
And how long have you been traveling that day? Taraka. Zenora shouts out again. Lucy speaks up. Zenora, please let her speak. You will have your turn.
As I said, I was not tired before drinking the tea, but after finishing the tea, I was feeling very tired, much more so than normal. As proof, I've gone days where I was focused on my studies or other things and didn't get any sleep, but was still fine the entire day following. So I have gone days without sleep before and been completely fine, so this was a completely new experience, as well as my compatriots also saying that they felt funny after drinking the tea, but did not drink as much as I did, so we're not, fortunately, under the same effects. But after I started falling asleep after drinking the tea, Nick suggested that I go lay down and directed us to a room, which, when Chad opened the door, turned out to be a basement. To which then, as soon as the door was open, Nick cast suggestion upon Jian, to which, fortunately, it failed. But the suggestion was, tie her to the cross.
We have a bed down there with a cross bed set. We are very religious.
Okay, tie her to the cross does not mean put her in the bed. That's not a thing. And he would not have had to cast suggestion in order to lie me into a bed. Gladly gone to a bed. That would not have been an issue.
I doubt he suggested you. Lucy, wait your... Zenora, wait your turn, Lucy says.
As I said, he cast the spell suggestion, and luckily it did not work on Jian, to which Jian responded by pretending it did work, walking over, and then attempting to subdue Nick, to which point Chad then cast suggestion himself to force Nick to sit down, to which Nick did, because the suggestion did work. Then Chad cast Lesser Restoration on me, which completely ended the sleepiness. I was no longer sleepy after that, and...
He probably cast Greater Restoration on accident. He's a human, he isn't very smart. Zenora! One more time, and I will silence the crowd.
As I said, it was Lesser Restoration, and as this court would know, Lesser Restoration removes poisons from the body. It does not heal exhaustion. So if my condition were as a result of exhaustion, Lesser Restoration would not have worked. But it was not as a result of exhaustion. It was as a result of being dosed with some type of sleep aid. Hence why Lesser Restoration worked. And afterwards, we were interrogating Nick a bit, as Jian's family has been taken by someone whom we found a dagger, and the dagger was... we were able to discover... a dagger and a note, and the note that we found... we were able to identify it as Nick's handwriting.
And how did you do that? Zenora, I warned you. She snaps her fingers, and everything goes silent.
Or I suppose handwriting isn't the correct term, but we were able to identify that it had been in Nick's possession. And it was at that point that I will be completely honest with the court, is where we lost a bit of control of the situation. And we do apologize for this. Jian did lose his temper a little teeny tiny bit, and he did stab Nick with the dagger. But I will plead to the court on that note that Jian's family was taken, and the dagger was his son's claw. He had seen through scrying his son be ripped apart for pieces, and he was not in the correct state of mind. So while yes, I will be honest to the court, it did happen, I would also like to suggest that it was a case of temporary insanity. And after the stabbing, that is when Nick called out, and Lady Zenora then, or presumably Lady Zenora, as we only saw darkness, then took Nick and left us alone in the house. To which then we decided to return to my home and inform my mother of what happened.
I see. And tell me, Lucy says, how did you know that it was Nick's piece of paper?
It's an old trick my dad taught me how to identify what belongs to what people.
You have to be more specific than that if you want to use it as evidence, Taraka. I do apologize.
We used a scent hound to identify the smells and identified them both as the same scent.
You
Yeah,
are silenced.
Oh, shit.
The entire crowd is silenced.
Cast polymorph and turned myself into a bloodhound so I could identify the smells.
You know polymorph?
Yes.
I see. And do you actually know polymorph, by the way?
No.
Then you have to roll deception against Lucy's insight. I guess everyone's insight, actually.
She's rolling like spit. It's a 13.
Okay. There's one.
I'm gonna burn a lucky, actually. That's better. Actually, that's an 18 with lucky.
You realize that she has a plus 11 insight, right?
I mean, an 18's better than a 13.
It is better than a 13.
I have a better chance with an 18 than a 13.
I rolled for the core heads. Let me roll for the children as well. What are theirs? It is a... Oh, wow, you have a plus 11 as well. Oh, you only have a plus 1. And, oh, you have plus 6. Okay, so 3 more. That's a nat 20. That's an 18. Oh, hey, look, one person is not paying attention. Can you guess who that one person is?
It's either Jade or Amethyst or both.
It's Jade. The one who gives the least amount of shit.
That's fair.
Alrighty. I see, Taraka. You know, just a bit of advice. It's hard to believe a story when you lie about parts. She snaps her fingers. Now, does anyone else have any questions? Zenora speaks up. I want to hear him speak. Glaring at Jian. And you watch as her servant walks over and holds out his hand. Make me a perception check with disadvantage.
Both of us or just Jian?
Just Jian.
Disadvantage, that's a natural 1.
You take his hand, noticing nothing.
I wasn't gonna touch anything, I just didn't see anything.
Oh
I'm
no,
gonna take the argument. I'm
he's-
watching. Can I roll perception on this?
he is holding out his hand for you to take his hand so that he can guide you to where you need to go. Seeing as
Yeah, I ain't touched nobody.
you don't touch him. Okay.
I was told not to touch nothing.
Well,
He
you
was told not to touch nothing.
You were told not to touch nothing. Well, you get up, and as you're walking, he is walking behind you. You feel him place his hand on your shoulder and guide you where you need to go. And Taraka...
I would look at his hand and make it very obvious that he's touching me.
Okay. He moves his hand, and now you can make another perception check. Straight roll.
That is... Oh, well, that's an 8.
That's unfortunate. It was a much lower roll, and you still fail. Alright, well, Taraka, I suppose now you can make a perception check with disadvantage, because it's hard to see.
I already have disadvantage from being tired.
Oh, that's fair.
The 9?
Alright. You head up and stand in the center of court. Zenora shouts out, "Why did you hurt my son?"
I should start from much well before this. The form you see is not my true form, and I minor illusion in my hand, a dragon replica of myself. This is who I truly am. Some time ago, my home, not of this plane, was assailed and my family was taken. I had been being made to accost my companions as some sort of blackmail campaign for reasons I do not know, but I refused to comply. In my refusal, I was given visions by an unknown entity that they were committing unspeakable horrors upon my children, including removing my son's claw. And lo and behold, this Sir Nick was in possession of my son's claw.
No,
Fashioned into
you
a dagger.
cannot say that. You try to say that. And all that you're able to get out, and in fact, this Sir Nick. And you stop, hesitating. You make a wisdom saving throw.
That is a 15.
You cannot seem to get any words out. Congratulations, you succeeded.
You said I cannot seem to get any words out?
You cannot. If you succeed, you are silent. You don't speak. You manage to stop yourself before you say the thought that is coming through your mind. That thought being, Nick was the soul, was the person I was hunting to get my family back. But knowing that's not true, knowing that would incriminate you further, You stop yourself right before you say it. There's a reason I had you roll that perception check. You're welcome to make one more perception check.
I will. Let me see. Oh, it's much better. That's a dirty 20.
You look at your shoulder in panic, trying to figure out what's going on. You see, although you left clean, your shoulder's a little dirty. Nick, what? Zenora shouts out.
Excuse me a moment, as I produce a pearl and an owl feather, and I cast Identify upon myself to see if I'm under the effect of any spell.
What are you doing? Does Identify is a ritual cast? Does it not take 10 minutes to cast?
It can
It
be
takes
both.
30 minutes, but I'm casting it with the spell slot.
Oh, I see. So, you identify it. And you just, instead of hearing what it is in your head, you get a headache. And you hear a voice, a deep voice, a sadistic voice, a familiar voice. It says, no. Nick, what? And then Lucy speaks up. Jian, please proceed with your case.
I must inform you that I am under the influence of a spell currently.
And what might that spell be?
I will tell them as Identify tells me.
You try to speak, but again, make a wisdom saving throw.
Heck yeah, that is a 21.
You again do not speak.
I'll try to say the spell that is affecting me.
You're gonna try to do it and say it again?
Yes.
Alright, make another wisdom saving throw.
Another 21.
You still cannot speak.
I must inform you all, as I'm sure you all are familiar with basic magic, as this is a level 1 spell, that I am trying to identify the nature of the spell affecting me.
You try to say that. It's almost as if someone is trying to force their words out of your mouth. Roll me one more. I'm trying to say is what you get out.
That's a 24.
Congratulations. You seem uncomfortable as you stand there biting your tongue. Huli speaks up. Something's obviously not right. This cannot be. What is going on? Zenora shouts. Say what happened. Lucy chimes in. Jian. What is going on? Huli is standing up, getting ready to march to the center. Do you say anything else?
I will instead write it out.
Do you say that?
No, I'm just going to write it out, what I'm trying to say.
All right.
I have all this paper. Let me go on ahead.
All right. You write. You hold up a finger. Take out pen and paper. What do you write?
I believe I am under the effect of a spell that is keeping me from speaking the truth on this matter. I mean to say that he was in possession of the dagger that was fashioned of my son's claw.
Is that all you write? I'm assuming that's all you can write by the time Huli gets to you.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So Huli would take it. He's under a spell that Nick had Jian's dagger, is what he tried to say. Do you know what spell it is, Jian? And she hands you the paper back.
Do I know what spell it is, as Identify would tell me?
all you heard when you cast Identify, instead of hearing what the spell is, you heard no. You don't know what this is. You don't know what's happening.
I'll shake my head no.
Zenora shouts out, he just can't come to fathom what he's done to my son. I vote we send him to the prison. Him and all of his friends. No! Huli shouts out. We are not sending them to the prison. And why not? Why should we let this tyrant attack my son? Because he didn't attack your son. What do you know? She shouts out. Please, Huli, Zenora, this is a civil courtroom. Bite your tongue and hold off. Zenora looks furious. How do you know what happened? Huli stands up straight and takes a deep breath. Because I saw Jian's memory. Oh?
If I may interject, do any of you have the ability to speak to animals?
Taraka raises her hand.
So
I do.
So does most of them in this courtroom.
Whatever is afflicting me in this matter, I cannot speak for myself, but I do have a friend who could speak for me, and I will drop my snake on the ground.
Make a perception check, by the way.
Alright. That's 14.
Let me roll his insight. That is the... I don't need Kisser's tabs. I need my tabs. Here we go. Go over here. Or was that deception or insight? Or that was perception, my bad. Never mind. Yeah, go here. Give me that.
Am I doing insight?
Yes.
So then that would be a 17 instead.
Oh, yes. As you look around the courtroom, Zenora looks intrigued. Lucy looks intrigued. Ezekiel is nowhere to be seen. Jade and Amethyst seem as though they are looking, well, quite intently upon the snake, in awe. You almost hear one say, "Huh, it's so beautiful." And then you look at Nick, and he looks irritated. Proceed, Jian.
You may call him Pablo. He knows all that I know, and if I may not speak, he may speak for me.
Well,
This great big black snake with red diamond patterns going down its back.
all Chad hears is, from this point on, as
I'll translate for him.
he would appreciate that. But you hear in snake language, and Pablo, Lucy speaks up, tell us what happened. Jian.
So, pretty much, this guy over here is trying to figure out what's going on with his family and who's taking them and why they're being made into weapons of war or whatever, all that kind of stuff. It's his deal, whatever. I'm just here with him. But pretty much, this Nick dude tried to poison them and tried to get them to tie them to some kind of cross or something. And then he finds Nick in possession of his son's dagger and all that. And so he, of course, son gets all chopped up, turned into weapons. That's kind of awful. And this guy's connected to him. He loses his temper. He goes to little stabby stab town, and that's kind of where the stabbing happened. But it's completely justifiable. as to why you would get real mad at that. It's not cool to, cut up people's kids. It's messed up.
I love Pablo. I really love Pablo, I have to say. Zenora speaks up. My son would never do such a thing. My son is a good child. He is not like
Misty,
him.
your son is a weirdo who tries to poison people and make them tie people up, and then likes to keep kids as weapons, apparently. So I wouldn't say that's accurate.
Pass message to Jian. You might want to tell him to tone it down a hair.
I don't have a mind link to him just so that I can't potentially influence what he's saying right now. So I'm just gonna look at Pablo and say, tone it down just a bit, please.
Oh, make me a wisdom saving throw, by the way.
Oh, that's a... Hold on, that's a 11.
Oh, so you look at Pablo and you're about to speak, and then your expression changes as what you actually say. I killed him. I needed his soul. And Zenora goes from looking pissed to looking calm. Reminds you of Huli.
Mouth shocked. And then I will hold out my hand, and the words, I think that was the spell, will minor illusion into my hands.
Zenora will look at Jian. I've heard enough. We need to cast a vote. Now. Huli will speak up. There is obviously a spell affecting him. We cannot trust what he says. I can't trust anything any of you say. I can't trust anyone. Lucy will interject. I think we need a recess. Obviously, something is afoot here, and I do not feel as though we can get a proper representation of what happened. We have not even heard Nick's side of the story yet. Exactly. We have taken in a lot today. I am suggesting a 2-day recess. I wish everyone go home, absorb your knowledge, enjoy what time you have, and in 2 days we will pick this back up, starting off with Nick's statement, following Chadsworth's statement. It's Chad, and everyone just stares at him.
I put his hand down. I put his hand down as he says, "It's Chad." Like, no, just let it be.
I appreciate all your concerns and all that. And then he'll slither back out the G.
And Taraka?
Yeah.
And Jian, roll me a perception check, straight roll.
That's a 13.
Mm-hmm.
18.
Alright. The DC was a 15. I'm sorry, Jian. But, yes, so Taraka, you noticed that although you have never seen Jade or Amethyst excited about court, they have never even paid attention to anything. They've just kind of voted with the majority. Today, the second that Pablo was out on the field, they both lit up and watched intently. And then when Chad interjected Lucy and say, actually it's Chad, you even heard them giggle and look at Chad as if this is something that intrigues them. They are, for once in their life, active in the court case. Huli stands up. I agree. A recess is in order, and then stares at Zenora, so that we can figure out what's going on. Zenora speaks up. I know what's going on, and I will not rest until justice has been served. they do not break each other's gaze.
I, for one, am happy to hear that.
At that moment, Zenora does break her gaze and look at you. Congratulations.
And I'll bow.
She does not bow in return. Lucy speaks up. Meeting has been adjourned. Everyone gather your notes and spend time with your loved ones. And she goes back to her pedestal.
If only I could.
Taraka will stand, bow to everyone. Everyone, it is appreciated that you hear us out today, and I hope you all have a wonderful 2 days. And we will see you back
On Wednesday. This is a Monday.
on Wednesday. And as she's going to turn away, she's going to point at Jade, and she's going to cast message. Hey, would you want to grab lunch with Chad and I sometime?
He looks at you, a little surprised. Looks like she thinks for a second. Throw in the snake, and you got yourself a deal.
Fun.
And she smiles at you, then goes and talks to her mother.
Taraka just smiles. She's making plays.
She's making plays, building those relationships. The first time in your life that she's ever even looked at you.
Yeah, I rolled to see if Taraka would act on that, and she's decided that it might behoove them to get another court on their side.
That's my hope. And as you're all packing up, you see Lucy walk up to you. I see that you've all been through a lot. Jian, tell me, did you do it?
I think I'll defer to Pablo. I don't trust anything I say anymore.
He nods. Well, I do hope that you all are telling the truth.
Yeah, he definitely did stab that guy.
Lady Lucy, I do apologize for, stretching the truth at the end. You are Mom's confidant, so I feel comfortable telling you, but, I was able to get the scent off the page, but, I didn't polymorph. I have a really good sense of smell.
And Taraka, how am I to believe you?
I'll pat Taraka on the back and give her a look.
Taraka?
Turns out I'm a werewolf.
Roll me insight.
Could I as well?
You can. You have to be the 17.
Oh, never mind. That doesn't do nothing.
That's a 5.
Okay, neither of you see
What?
this. She looks surprised. Oh. So are the rumors true? Your father is one as well?
Yes.
Bully. Oh, I suppose I never actually told you. But yes, Adlar is... We are a family. I see. No worries. Your secret is safe with me, Taraka. She bows and goes to walk off. Make me one more perception check, both of you two.
That's
14.
an 18 this time.
Oh, sorry, not that is a 9. Sorry, I was looking at advantage, not disadvantage.
Jian, as she turns around, just for a second, you see her smile. A smile can mean many things.
Could I try to intuit what that was? Little insight roll, maybe?
Okay, go ahead. Throw me an insight.
What's she thinking? That is 16.
A 16. With a 16, you are not quite certain. You're hoping... one reasonable thing is that, well, she does seem to at least possibly care. Maybe she's trying to make you feel better, but you don't know. You have absolutely no idea.
Well,
All right. Huli speaks up to the three of you. I think it's time to go home. Oh, what's this?
Lady Gato Dunk joins the battle.
Dink. Welcome. Let me check it. I see. Tell you what. I'll unblock you. Let's talk about this later. I'll unblock you after DnD. In the middle of something here. But, yes. We can... What was I saying? So sorry about this. Let's head home. I think we need a break. Do either of you interject?
I think I didn't hear what that said.
Oh, I apologize. I said, let's go home. I think we all need a break.
That is the understatement of my entire life.
She gives you a heartfelt smile. Let's head home. And she walks to the closest door and opens it up.
I follow.
Pablo in the sleeve, all that.
Mm-hmm. Chad walks in. You notice Chad look back at Jade and point his finger at her. He smiles and walks through the door. Huli follows suit. Well, that was a day. How about we get some lunch? You know, I think lunch sounds amazing. You know, we could even go into town. Oh, I actually have the perfect plan. You know what? Why don't we go to Linguini's? I know, Taraka, you love Linguini's. Their kidneys are to die for.
Sounds good. That actually really does sound good, Mom.
Perfect. Well, you know, let's take about 30 minutes to get ready, go wash up. It has been a lot. I think we all need to decompress. Meet back in an hour. Sound good?
Sounds good.
See you all in 90 minutes. And she goes inside. And she goes upstairs.
I'm gonna turn to Jian and Chad. So, nothing is like set in stone or anything yet, but we may or may not have a lunch date with Jade. More specifically, your snake, Jian. But
I'm gonna put my hand on Taraka's shoulder, and Pablo will crawl over and be on your shoulder.
Yeah, she told me she doesn't see humans very often.
oh, is that why she showed interest in you at the court? She's never shown interest in anything.
Has she not? She's, I don't really know.
Never. She literally ignores everything anybody says. If you go over to say hi, she just... Mm. If you go over to ask her a question,
Yeah, she said that no one's ever interrupted Lucy before. She thought it was funny? I don't know. But, what's Linguini's?
It's this fancy restaurant in Sylvanwood. They've got a whole lot of stuff. Mom and I really love the liver there.
I've never actually... Well, I've had liver once. It was really spongy. Have you ever had liver, Jian?
Absolutely.
How is it?
It's the best part of a bear.
Of the bear?
It's the best part of a bear.
I've never had a bear
Although
before.
I wouldn't recommend it for someone of your size. I think I had a companion a few hundred years ago who ate a bear liver and died. I don't know why.
Okay.
Maybe that's why we've never had bear.
I like it though, and I vouch for it.
Yeah. Well,
Very unfortunate for Jim. I miss him every day.
Poor Jim.
Poor Jim. R.I.P.
Right about then, you hear a knock on the door.
I'll open the door.
Taraka! You feel someone hug you, and immediately you recognize a scent of your best friend, Lily.
Hey, Lily. How are you?
I missed you so much. You left school without even saying a word. Where have you been?
I just went and did some traveling in the material.
Well, you didn't even invite me. I bet you were having so much fun.
I mean, yeah, it was pretty fun. It was definitely fun, and you were preoccupied at the time. Of course, I would have invited you. You're only my best friend, after all.
It's weird. Last thing I remember, there was that school play going on. I went there, but I don't even remember the show.
You had a few drinks. You left with some guy. You just...
Some guy. That's so unlike me. I'm sorry about that, Tarok. I'm glad to see you again.
Good to see you too, Lily.
And who are they? Points to Jian and Chad.
She actually lightens up a tiny little bit. This is Jian. He is a genasi. Really cool. Never seen one before. But he's a pretty cool guy. He used to be a dragon. And that would have been cooler, but I mean, genasi's pretty cool too. I've never seen a dragon before either, personally, but you know, genasi's cool too.
I like to think I'm still a dragon, but this is just where I am now.
I see.
And this is Chad. Chad Strong. He thinks he's the greatest, but he's really not.
I am the greatest. It's fine.
He is a good cook, though.
The best cook. Yeah.
Second best.
The greatest cook.
He stands proud.
And second greatest, Charles was really good.
Do you really want to give Charles praise right about now?
Praise where praise is due. He might be a crazy guy who tried to kill me, but he is the best cook.
He shouldn't have done that. I don't think he was trying to kill you. It makes you feel better. I don't know what he was doing. I don't want to think he was...
I mean, to be fair, I kind of don't blame him.
What's been going on? You gotta catch me up.
Yeah, of course. course, we'll definitely have to catch up sometime, Lily. Mom and Chad and Jian and I are actually getting ready to go out to lunch.
Oh yeah, your mother just invited me. She said that you could really use a friend to cheer you up, and I thought I was that friend. Looks at
Of
Jian.
course. I expected you would be busy, so I didn't expect that you would be here right now. So I mean, this is of course great. It's great.
Perfect, because I hear you go to Linguini's. I love that place. Are we gonna sit up at the top view?
Of course. I mean, Chad and Jian have never gone. We got to show them all the best parts, right?
Yeah. Looks at Jian and Chad. Looks like she's thinking about something.
Is everything okay, Lily?
Yes, everything's great. I can't wait to go to the restaurant with you.
Good.
Jian, do
Well,
you say anything?
I have no idea who this person is, and he's kind of stoic but awkwardly to the side of this conversation.
No worries. Chad is kind of in the same boat.
Well, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real fast, and I'll be back. And she goes to the bathroom.
Another shot.
Take a shot.
Another shot.
Look at that.
Got
Third
that
shot of the
cat
night.
head. Third shot of the night.
Here's mates.
Big swig.
Woo! I'm glad this is the good vodka. It's starting to get warm, and it's not as good.
Look at that. Woo! Shots, 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 everybody! But yes. So,
You know what? Just for that,
thanks for the hydrate, Rainbow.
Nice.
Ah, that is nice. You all go. So, unless there's anything that anyone else would like to say to our new friend here, is there?
It's wonderful to make your acquaintance.
Yeah, Don. It's nice to meet you too. You do know she called you Don instead of Jian.
Don?
Yeah.
You know what? That's fine.
Did not care to truly
He's not trying to
learn.
argue with nobody. He doesn't want to try to say something and something else comes out.
that's fair.
He's afraid of his own words.
My name is Beefy Boy.
My name is PP Boy. I have to ask, by the way, Jian, how did you feel when you said, I came to take his soul?
I immediately knew who's doing this,
Oh, really?
and I want to kill him harder now. But also, I need to not say things.
I will say, the voice you heard did not sound like Nick. Nick's voice is very soft, almost feminine. Very neutral. The voice you heard in your head was deep, dark, and sadistic. The voice you've only heard once before. A voice you heard while you were scrying on your children.
It's a conspiracy.
Conspiracy.
Co-conspirators. I guess there's enough wrath for more than one person.
Oh, don't worry. There's more than one person, alright. And everyone has their own side of things.
Oh, joy.
But yes, Huli eventually comes down
After about 5 minutes, Taraka will come out of the bathroom,
Yes.
and she's in different clothes, and she is illusioned again. She splashed water on her face, had like a mini panic attack in there.
So, we mentioned this before. I would like to just to remind the audience. Last session we learned that Taraka killed her best friend. That is how she found out that she was a werewolf. By getting irritated at her and tearing her limb from limb. This best friend has just showed up on her door, acting as though nothing happened. You go downstairs. Do you wish to say anything to anyone, Taraka, before Julie comes down?
She'll go over and she'll just sit in an empty seat next to somebody that's not Lily, if she can find one.
I'm sure you can.
So, how have you been, Lily?
I've been great. I have, the school's been picking up. It is nothing without you, though, Taraka. Everyone's been asking where you were, or where you are. I've been telling them you're on vacation. They asked me if you're doing okay, and I didn't know what was going on. Maybe you can inform me?
I mean, that's accurate. I'm on vacation. I decided, to take a break from school and to just go on a trip. I remember Mom and Dad telling me about their adventures on the material, so that's where I went. That's where I met Chad and Jian.
Interesting. She is looking at you as if she's thinking really hard. Let me roll. Yeah, but hey, when are you coming back to school? I could really use you there.
Oh, I planned on taking quite a while off of vacation, off for my vacation, and I've been enjoying my travels so far.
Oh,
I mean, I
maybe.
did meet these two jokers.
Hey. Well, maybe I could join the three of you.
I don't think you would like it. I mean, we've been walking around outside, and we had to sleep outside a few days. It's not your cup of tea.
You sleep outside, but you're the princess. You could get anywhere in for free. The best room at any time. That's
Yeah,
funny.
but when you're traveling between cities, there's not really inns a lot of times, so you just kind of have to, you know, sleep in the dirt.
But you're the princess. You could just teleport anywhere you needed to go.
I don't know teleport, so And besides, what's the fun of journeying if you don't walk?
You don't need to walk. You're the princess.
I enjoy it.
Huh. No worries. Well, you should still come by more often. I miss hanging out with you.
Yeah, I will definitely do that.
Right about then, Huli comes down. What's that look for, Kalos?
I think Jian's finally picking up what Taraka's putting down.
No, I've been picking it up. I'm just here for it.
You're just here for it. Chad looks a little irritated himself. Then Huli comes down. All right, my children, are you all ready?
Of course.
Brilliant.
Yes, okay, so.
Well, let us get going. And she puts her key in a door, and on the outside, you see Sylvanwood. Let me move you off, or let me move it over here. This is a very RP heavy session, if you guys cannot tell.
No, I hadn't picked that up yet.
Very much.
Of course, gotta be.
Course gotta be. Don't worry, there's gonna be a lot of fighting in the near future.
Oh
Maybe-
no. Oh no.
I'm gonna say next session will probably be very RP heavy as well, and then the session after that might be... Oh shit, we're in danger.
I mean, aren't we already like, oh shit, we're in danger?
Of course.
I'm like, oh shit, I'm in danger.
Yes, you are.
Exactly.
Danger.
I'm in danger.
Everything's fine.
Brilliant. Well, you make your way into town. It is quite beautiful. Jian, even in the sense of, and even in the face of danger, you can appreciate the beauty that this town holds, where magic seems to be everywhere. Trees and or homes and buildings are just mushrooms growing out of the ground. People selling wondrous fruits and foods. It all smells and looks delicious. It almost makes you feel better, but it's even in this time, it's hard to smile. Huli shows you around real fast. Oh, that place has the best coffee. We went there or I went there yesterday. I did my coffee, but you guys didn't stay, so I couldn't carry all of your coffee and keep up with you guys. You guys were running really fast. I almost lost you guys' track, but I was able to find it. Don't worry, I was able to find you guys. I'm glad I was, or else you guys would be in much more danger. I'm not going to talk about that right now. And right there, they had the best vendor food. Shad, don't eat that purple stuff. But Jian, you would probably really like it. It is the toxic sac of a certain race. It's I'm fairly certain Genasi can process. I know dragons can. It's defined as a delicacy. You should definitely check it out at some time. Over there, they had the best. They had the best juice at that stand. It is to die for. Oh, and right here, this is Linguini's. It is the best liver in all of Feywilds. I am quite proud. I got the best chefs on stock. Shall we go in?
You guys are gonna love this place.
I'll take your several words for it.
Do you like my huli, Jian?
Yes. That is the huli.
It's very good.
Thank you.
Are you getting PTSD from campaign 1.0?
Oh yeah, just a little bit.
I'm talking so fast. That is Huli for you. Huli is a fast talker.
That's tough.
She holds open the door, and what you see inside is a bustling restaurant. It is elegant in nature and is quite, well, marvelous on the inside. It smells divine. Ooh, a castle kitchen. Let's play that audio. As you go in, the scent hits your nose of perfectly seasoned meat. Your mouth cannot help but water. You love it. You walk in, and the waiter, the host, says, looking at Jian and Chad and Lily, who first walk in, are you lost? Followed by Taraka and Huli. Oh, Miss Huli, Princess Taraka, and does a deep bow. Welcome, welcome. How are you all doing? Shall I get your seat ready for you? Yes, please. And Lily looks, at first, offended, then pleased at the waiter's turn of action. Thank you, she says. And the host finishes his bow, and you see him walk upstairs. Huli says, It won't be but a minute.
Jian is infatuated with the smell of the meat.
You've never smelled anything seasoned quite this way. You can almost taste it in the air. From the different seasons and spices, it's all divine.
Oh, you guys are gonna love this place.
Oh yeah, Jian's growling a little bit. It's almost like a little dragon purr.
So cute.
I love it. Not more than a minute. The host comes back down. Your table is ready for you, Miss Huli, Miss Taraka, and does another bow and waits for you all to pass him.
Alright. You're just gonna follow Huli up to their seat.
Yeah, bow and return and go on.
You go upstairs, and although it seems that you only step up 3 steps, you find yourself sitting atop of the mushroom that this building is held inside. The weather is perfect. A clear sunny day. The only table on top of this building. Privacy is here. No bugs, insects, or really too much noise. You do hear the buzzing of waiters and talks from down below, but it is too muffled to make out anything. You look around and it is beautiful. You get to see all of Sylvanwood from up here. Best view in town. You can still smell the food illuminating from the hole you came from. It is pleasant. Lily smiles and quickly takes a seat and starts eating the bread. "Oh, this place is so good," she says, as Huli smiles and takes her seat. "Everyone, relax. This is a time to celebrate the small victories."
Taraka will take a seat, preferring a seat that's not next to Lily, if possible.
Do you wish to sit next to Huli?
As long as it's not next to Lily.
Lily is sitting next to Huli, but Huli is at the head of the table, so Lily's right here. You're welcome to sit across from Lily.
I mean, that's fine.
Okay. So you sit across from Lily.
That's fine.
Lily smiles at you.
She gives an awkward smile back.
Jian, would you sit next to Lily or Taraka?
I'll sit next to Lily.
Alrighty. You sit next to Lily and Chad sits next to Taraka. But a moment, a waiter is already there before you can even get into conversation. "Good evening, Miss Huli, Princess Taraka. How may I get you started?"
I'll take the sparkling apple juice that you guys have.
"Of course. And can I get a bottle of wine, please? Sweet. Oh, would you like your usual?" "Yes, please. Coming right up." Looking at Jian and Chad before Lily interrupts. Can I get some... same thing as Taraka?" "Of course." Jian.
I'll take a water, please.
"One water. Would you like that sparkling?"
Please.
"Of course." Yeah, I'll have some water too. Not sparkling." "Of course." Bows his head and goes downstairs. Huli speaks up. "So, Jian, Chad, is your first time here? What do you think?"
This place smells incredible.
"Just wait till you taste it. Have you tried the bread yet?"
I'll try some of the bread.
As you grab it, it feels a little different. You inspect it closer, and it looks like it's actually made out of mushrooms. You bite into it, and it is a little crunchy on the outside, but smooth on the inside. It melts in your mouth as you taste cheese. Parmesan cheese, some oregano, and other herbs and spices. It is divine. Almost like a mini pizza in your mouth.
Can't imagine where you got that idea from.
It's very good.
Delicious, I know. And it shows the view of all that I own. But nothing more precious than my dear Taraka. And she smiles at you.
He says and looks at Taraka as Taraka has a big bite of the bread in her mouth. And she smiles back, the little piece of mushroom bread just kind of hanging out the side of her mouth as she smiles.
Chad takes a bite. Can I get the recipe for this? never had this before. I'm sure I can get the chef to give you the recipe. I no need it's too much of a hassle, just delicious. Then Lily speaks up. Oh, no worries. They'll do anything for you. I think I'm good. Lily looks a little confused at that. Taraka, do you say anything?
I'm sorry, I did not hear what was said.
Essentially, Chad asked... they're just making small conversation.
Then no, I'll let them make their small conversation.
Alright. Jian? Do you say anything?
So, how long have you known each other? Looking at Lily.
Oh, I've known her, let's see. How long has it been, Taraka? It feels like forever.
It's been about 35, 36 years.
Exactly. Practically forever. We're best friends, you know.
How did you meet?
Oh, well, you see, I heard that Taraka was going, or I had, we just discussed this earlier, Rainbow. What was it again?
So Taraka was looking for somebody to go to a show with her.
That's what it was. Yeah, Taraka was looking for someone to go to a show with her. She asked me, of course I said yes. And then we eventually just started going to different things together. And yeah, we've always kind of just, anytime we were going out, it was just us two. We'd have the best of times.
Yeah, it was always really fun.
Exactly. See, we're the best friends, aren't we, Taraka?
Yeah, best friends. Best friends forever.
Chad, roll me a perception check, by the way. Both of you.
Sight-based?
Sight-based.
Should I roll decently for disadvantage? It's an 18.
An 18. And Jian?
A 4.
Okay, Jian, you do not notice. But Taraka, you do see that Chad is glaring daggers at Lily. He seems to recognize what's going on. I mean, you did just free him from his case 4 days prior.
Yeah?
You did. Same thing.
Yeah?
Oh, but if you guys think this is good, just wait till next week. There is an outdoor play going on, and Taraka gets the best seats. Hey, Taraka, you think you could take us?
I mean, maybe. We might, hopefully we'll be back traveling in the material by then.
Okay.
I mean, you know, we're super busy. So I don't know. But I mean, if we're still in Sylvanwood, sure.
Come on, Taraka, I'm sure you could stay a week.
I mean, you see, we kind of got some important stuff going on. It's a little bit time sensitive. You understand.
I rolled for it. Chad would speak up. Sorry, we're not interested. Huli looks a little confused. And the waiter comes up, bringing your drinks. Here are your drinks. What can I get for you? What would you like? Would you like some starters? Would you like to get right into the entree?
Are you guys ready to order? I already know what I want.
I would like whatever I'm smelling right now.
Well, people come here for our specialty, which is our liver. It comes in 6 different types. We prefer not to name the meats by the breed, so we instead call them by more fun names. Would you like something salty and sweet? Would you want something savory and spicy? Would you like something mild? Would you like something a little bit hot? Would you like something, our garlic parmesan livers to die for, or our honey smoked liver?
Savory and spicy.
Of course. One savory and spicy liver coming up. Chad
Oh,
looking at.
the garlic parmesan for me.
I'll take the garlic parmesan. Oh, the garlic parmesan is the best, Louie says. Give me that too. Huli would speak up. Can I get the honey barbecue, please? Yes. Writes it all down and walks off. It takes but about 5 minutes. Anything else you guys like to say in these 5 minutes?
Oh man, you guys are gonna love this. They season the liver perfectly, but you still taste the actual liver, which makes it so good.
Well, I'm excited to try it. Smiles at the group. Anything
If
for
it's
you?
half as good as it smells, then I think I might have to take out your butler.
I know, right? And right about then, the smell intensifies as you look at the entrance, the stairway leading up, and you see 2 waiters come up with a platter of food each, starts laying it down in front of you. Taraka, do me a favor, roll me a perception check with advantage.
So straight roll because I still have disadvantage.
Exactly. It's not a high DC.
21.
Wow, you blew it out of the water. Alright, so it comes up to you, and you've never really noticed this before, you haven't been around too many humans. But the plate in front of you smells an awful lot like the material.
She gets a weird look on her face. And she just brings the food up to her nose and takes this big whiff of it.
It reminds you of Fairyville. Pad starts to dig in.
Hold on. Hold on.
What's wrong, Taraka?
What do you mean by it smells like Fairyvale?
It just, the scent, it reminds you of Fairyville.
Is there a similar scent nearby to this one?
Oh yeah, it's all over the table.
I mean, before the food got there, was there a similar scent, say, across from me with slicked back hair and a blue jacket?
He's not across from you, he's to the right of you.
Okay, well, is that a similar smell?
Chad only smells like grease.
Is Chad greasy?
He uses grease to slick back his hair. It is quite an aroma.
I will just sniff it and then look at Huli. Point a finger at her. I never noticed before, but the liver smells like the material.
He looks at you. Points it at you. Don't worry about it, dear. It's all humane.
Why does it smell like this?
It's all humane, I'm sure of it. Don't worry about it.
Mom? No, Mom?
You see her start to eat it.
Mom, this is beef, right?
She just eats her food. And as does Shad. And Lily. And Jian, are you
Chad
eating your
starts
food?
eating it?
I mean, he's unaware.
Do you remember they're questioning it? I'm gonna cast Identify on it.
Well, they're casting message.
Oh,
So,
oh, oh. Well,
yeah,
then I
so
guess I have no idea. So I am scarfing it down then.
yep, it tastes amazing. You've had liver before in the past, but nothing quite this flavorful. Nothing quite this delicious. You're used to liver just kind of falling apart in your mouth, but somehow this holds its form enough for you to chew it properly, and it is just... You could eat this forever.
Well, you know what? If Huli's not stopping Chad, I'm gonna eat it. I've been eating it, so.
Yeah. You eat it, and it is just as delicious as before.
But I am gonna take note of the smell, and if I smell that smell again in Fairyvale, I'm probably gonna throw up.
Fair? Oh. What's wrong, Taraka?
I see how it is. Huli getting her own daughter to eat a human liver.
I mean, it's a specialty. Imported.
Mm-hmm.
They assure Huli that it's only from dying humans, that there's nothing she needs to worry about. It's all
And so
humane,
she's
they
just
say.
letting the human be a cannibal at the table.
No. They don't allow cannibals. You're welcome to question.
No, she's just gonna assume that this is beef,
Do
and
you
it must be the spice.
Do you smell Chad's food?
I mean, I asked if there was a similar scent coming from his direction.
Well, I mean, the scent is all over. If you would like to make another perception check to see what everyone's food smells like, you're welcome to.
Well, no, I'm gonna stick with what I am doing.
Okay. Well, you go through, you all eat. No one really speaks as they're eating, as the food is just that delicious. You do not want to interrupt. And you enjoy your meal. Afterwards, Chad, as the waiter comes up, is there anything else you need? I don't mean to bother. No big deal if not. I have to know. The food here is just delicious. Mind if I get the recipe? The waiter stops for a second. I'm sorry, but... Oh, that is that... We cannot do that. And Lily
It's a
speaks...
trade secret.
It's a trade secret. Lily speaks up. Oh, come on! You do it for Taraka and Huli, right? The waiter looks a little uncomfortable. Well,
It's okay. You don't have to give us the recipe. We appreciate you, though.
Chad adds on. Yeah, I guess that's no big deal if not. Just compliments to the chef. Waiter exhales a sigh of relief. Thank you. And he bows.
And one more thing. We definitely need one of those chocolate volcano cakes you guys have.
Of course.
Or not chocolate. Never mind. She can't do chocolate. One of those cinnamon crumble cakes. Those are phenomenal.
Of course. Coming right up. Bows and heads downstairs. Lily speaks up. You could have gotten that recipe if you wanted. It's fine.
Lily, it was making the waiter uncomfortable. I didn't want to ask him for that.
Right. So sorry, Taraka. How foolish I was. My bad.
And besides, Chad's such a good cook, I bet he can figure it out just from eating it.
I mean, I am the greatest after all.
Third greatest.
You're welcome to chime in as well. Jian.
He is stuffing his face.
He is stuffing. That is fair. But a moment later, the waiter comes back and places food down once more. This time a cake for you all to enjoy. You all demolished that as well. This was, again, the best crumble cake you've ever had. It is on par with Charles's cooking. You are surprised to find such delicious food outside of the material. Granted, you have never really been outside the material. You had no idea what to expect. You finish your food, and as the waiter comes up, Huli says, "Everything was delicious. Do you mind if I grab the check?" No, it's on us, of course. Please, I'd love to pay. I promise, Lady Huli, Miss Taraka, and guests, it's our treat. Thank you, Matt. I hope you have a great day. Of course, Huli. And if you need anything else, all you need to do is ring the bell. And you notice that there is a soft bell at the top of the table that she has not touched. She smiles. What's so funny, Rainbow?
What Callow put in the comments. If this is human, Jian has had it before. He enjoys it, but would never tell his human friends.
I love that.
He'd probably more likely eat him whole.
I love that.
Hilarious.
Huli smiles and says, "I believe it's time for us to go home. It is a nearing night." Lily, thank you so much for joining us. I do appreciate you. Of course, and you know, Taraka, you still have my stone, right? You can call me at any time.
Oh, actually, I think I left that back at college. Sorry about that, Lily.
No worries, I thought something like that may have happened. So here, I brought you a gift. And she gives you another stone.
Thanks, Lily. Yeah, I'll definitely, I'll give you a call.
Perfect. And remember, don't be a stranger. She smiles before walking off.
Bye.
Chad says, I need to use a restroom. I'll be right back. He looks a little uncomfortable.
Are you okay, Chad? I mean, we are in... You might want to hold it till we get back home, actually.
That's fine. Just be 2 seconds. And he rushes off.
Can I roll an insight check on that?
You can.
I don't think anything gonna come of that. That is a 10.
That is a 10. Nope. Just seems as though he needed to use a restroom.
Alright. Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Side note, Taraka will prestidigitate all of the dishes.
How sweet. Well,
They won't let us pay.
it's about 5 minutes before Chad gets back. Jian, Taraka, would either of you like to say anything to each other or Huli?
Thanks for taking us out, Mom. I think we needed this.
Yes, this was quite good.
Of course, my children. I'm glad I can bring a smile to your face.
Pablo, don't forget to say thank you after you finish stuffing your face.
Thanks. Goes back to stuffing his face.
Has just a whole liver just sucked down his gullet. Little bulge in his body.
Oh, I love Pablo. Pablo's my favorite. After a moment, Chad comes back, looking less disturbed.
Well, you look like you feel better.
Oh, yeah. You know, what can I say? Much better. Is everyone ready?
Oh yeah, after that meal, I think I'm ready to head home.
Perfect, children. What's so funny, Jian?
I missed that one.
Oh, I heard you laughing, or I didn't hear you. I saw you laughing, so I thought there was a. My bad.
I'm being assailed. It's alright.
Perfect. Well, you all stand up. Huli pulls out a large diamond and sets it on the table before walking downstairs. I'm assuming you all follow.
Of course.
And Taraka, you're welcome to roll me one more perception check, now that you're aware.
Hearing, scent, sight.
It's scent.
Natural 1.
You
No, I'm gonna burn a lucky on that.
Okay. That is a very high roll. And that only you with your werewolfism can smell.
19.
There you go. It was an 18 save. So, as you're walking out, you notice that the smell of Fairyville seems to be coming very strongly out of one door that you walk past. It says employees only.
I'm gonna grab one of the waiters. Well, not grab, but like get their attention.
Of course.
Excuse me. What's behind that door?
Oh, that is just an employees only area. No worries to you.
What do you keep back there?
And that's where we keep our liver supply, Princess Taraka. Holding their bow.
Oh. Okay.
Anything else I can help you with today, Miss Taraka?
No, that the information was appreciated. And she bows.
Of course. He lets go of his bow and you all go to walk home. Does anyone wish to say anything on the way home?
Jian, did you enjoy the meal?
I could go for a nap.
Same. I'm
I
tired.
could also go for a nap.
It was a long day.
It was a long night. I was up all night talking to my dad.
Sounds like you need to go to bed.
Absolutely.
Sounds like you need... I don't know what you need, but it sounds like you need something.
I need a shower. Oh, don't worry, dear. We have the best showers.
Or you get Adelar to dump water on you.
He dumped water on you?
Hey, that's what he did to me yesterday.
Yeah, that's why I told him to wake up Jian instead of you, because I thought he'd be nicer to Jian, because he was already nicer to Jian. Ugh. I'm sorry.
Nicer is not the word I would use, but...
Well, he was nicer to you yesterday. I mean, he was just glaring at Chad the whole time like he was gonna murder him for some reason.
Yeah, I don't think he likes me.
Starting to think he doesn't like either of you.
I think we have a certain wavelength that we can find mutual respect on, but he doesn't know me. And as for Chad, he's just keeping an eye on you. I wouldn't worry too much.
Alright. He smiles.
Tuition things.
I don't know what that means.
You might one day.
Can you tell me what that means?
You have your own kinds of intuition. It's just nothing to worry about.
I think I'm more confused than I was before.
Me too.
Complicated dad stuff.
Well, at least we have a dad on our side.
Yeah.
Punches Jian's arm.
He totally pretends that doesn't hurt because he's scrawny.
I mean, oh yeah, you are weaker than Chad. That's right. I forgot about that.
That's hilarious.
That is fucking hilarious. Oh man. But you make your way home. If you guys need anything, Just knock on the door and ask for Mother. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, Mom.
I might come find you in a moment.
Well, then I'll be waiting. I think I'm gonna take a shower. And you see Chad walk into a random door.
Yeah, what time is it?
It is about 7:30. 7:30, it's about 8 o'clock.
Alright. I think I'm gonna go see if Dad's up to do a little bit of training. Don't worry, I won't stay up all night this time. And then I'm gonna go to bed.
You better not, dear. But at least you get to sleep in tomorrow.
Yeah. Me sleeping? Psh. You know I can't do that.
And she kisses you on your forehead. Before, I suppose, you walk off.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look for Adelar.
So who would like to go first, Taraka or Jian?
I think I'll go.
Alright.
I guess I'll go to my room. It's
Alright.
Mostly as it was before, with all the nicer figures and artworks, and view of the mountain ranges. And the pond is larger that he bathes in. He'll bathe in a very large pond and just decompress for a while.
Of course. You do that for, I'm guessing, a couple hours before seeking out Huli.
Yeah, just give it a few hours. And then he'll get presentable and then go to Mother.
Go to Mother. You knock on her door, and can I hear you say it?
Mother.
The door opens. Yes, dear.
I wanted to ask what you thought of the trial today.
Oh, that's none of your concern, dear. Don't worry, your mother's gonna take care of it.
No, I understand. I mostly want. This goes much deeper, as you now know, for me, and I don't know if you're seeing anything that might be connected
Connected to what?
to the
What happened today?
several people that seem to be coming from my family and your daughter's soul.
What happened today? If I may speak freely? Jian...
Oh, I mean, I was not under any kind of magical influence like that before we arrived.
He takes a deep breath. Please, come into my study. And the door opens wider and you see a large library with infinite amount of books.
Big ol' eyes. Okay, then.
And she
All
sits.
along.
She sits at a tea table and offers you a seat across with tea already ready for you.
All right. I'll take some tea and take a seat.
So from the top, what happened today?
So I was trying to give my testimony. I was led up to the stand. A person touched me and tried to direct me there.
Yes, that was Zenora's servant. We all have house servants.
I don't know why they would feel the need to direct me there. They didn't have to direct Taraka.
It was a little out of the ordinary, but I assumed it was just since you're new, they wanted to make sure you knew where to go.
They left a certain material on my shoulder after they touched me. I came into the place clean and there was some kind of material on my shoulder.
He looks surprised. Where at?
I'll show her if it's still there.
It is no longer there, but what is there is a stain on your shirt. The stain, now that you're looking at it with a closer inspection, it seems to be in a specific symbol. Let me pull up this symbol. 1 second. This is the symbol. Let me actually copy this. Copy. Go over here. This is the symbol that you see. I didn't want to give all this away. I just wanted... Well, that's unfortunate. Don't say the name. Unfortunate. Okay, that's fine. There we go. Now you can look. This is the symbol that you see.
Symbol?
Yes, so the residue has gone away. If you look at stream, you'll be able to see it.
Oh, stream. That's where I'm supposed to be looking.
Yes.
Smarty.
Good. That means you didn't. That means you did not see everything else.
I sure did.
That's nice. Roll me. What would this be? Religion.
Religion.
That's a 2 on the dice. So 6 total.
You have never seen this symbol before. I can't read that text so small you're safe. Perfect. Let me go over here to Huli.
My religious education is not very... It was never one of my focuses.
That is a +4 that she has. Let's see if she can make this save. Where's Huli's dice? Right here. She did not make the save. I've never seen this symbol before. Do you mind if he takes a piece of paper and pushes it hard onto your shoulder? When she lifts it up, you see the imprint of this symbol. Thank you. This will take time, but I will look into it. Do me a favor and look away from Twitch for a total of 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and you're good. Well, that is...
My screen looks no different.
What's that?
My screen looks no different. I think my thing is frozen. Hold on.
Unfortunate. Oh well. You got this. There's not going to be any combat, so it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, and it's 9:28, so we'll probably be ending pretty soon.
We will be. I was debating on seeing if we had enough time to do tomorrow, but unfortunately it does not seem as though we do. The court and dinner took up session. You guys get one more lax day before court. I do plan for next session to hopefully be able to fit tomorrow and court 2 in one session. But yes.
Well, sweet.
Huli, I will look into this. You say that... What were you feeling? What exactly happened?
All I know is that I was trying to give my honest testimony, and I couldn't bring myself to say anything, and at one point I blurted out, I wanted to take his soul. And that was not what I was trying to say.
I see. And she hugs you, once again, feeling at ease, as a mother's hug should always do. Don't worry, Jian. I am here for you.
I am in capable hands. Thank you, Mother.
Of course, my child.
Good. Yeah. The way he's embracing it.
It's such a break.
Gotta embrace it.
Fucking love it. Huli loves
He hasn't
you.
been a hatchling in hundreds of years.
Huli absolutely loves you. She loves that you are just embracing her love.
Gotta put that love somewhere.
I will be looking into this. It might take me a day, but I promise this is of my utmost importance. Is there anything else? Any more updates you have for me?
I want to mention Chad seems to have some reservation to Lily.
Is that what
And-
that was?
I'm not sure what it is. I've yet to speak to him about it.
I noticed that as well. I have a few ideas. But no worries. If you'd like to speak with them, you are welcome.
I will. Thank you, Mother.
Of
I'll go.
course. And she smiles at you. I hope you have a wonderful night.
Aw.
Rest well.
I don't sleep, dear. But you do. And she goes to start looking at books.
Aw.
Would you like to go speak
Check
to
on Chad.
What's that?
Yeah, so I was saying, time to go check on Chad.
Time to go check on Chad.
Man, Jian, I was gonna do that exact same thing after I trained with Adelar a little bit.
Okay, tell you what. I'll go ahead and do
Yeah, we can do it together.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah. I have a feeling that it's probably gonna take about a similar amount of time, so yeah.
Yeah.
perfect. Perfect.
What's your problem, bro?
What's your problem, bro? So, Taraka, you go seek out Adelar. He is outside playing with the wolves. Wrestling with the wolves. Dire wolves, might I add. They are easily twice the size of Adelar in his human form, and in his human form, he is wrestling with them.
You know, the whole wolf thing kind of makes a little more sense now. I always thought it was just a family name type thing. Poking fun at it, you know?
He smiles at you. More than a name. It's our gift.
Right. I wondered if you minded to do a little bit of training with me before I hit the hay?
And he gives you a big smile. Yes. And you watch as he just transforms into a wolf.
Okay. And she's gonna sit down, take a deep breath, try to focus on Adelar and shifting. Her mind does, with Lily being there today, it does shift to what she did and how she pictured herself doing it. So she is thinking about that.
Roll me with disadvantage.
The 10.
You get irritated, and you do not transform. Deep breath. Think of wolf.
She does so again. She's able to push the image out of her mind for a second and just focus on Adelar.
What did you roll?
Oh, no, that was me rolling just for myself to see if she was thinking about that or Adelar.
Okay.
So is this a saving throw or a
Roll
check?
wisdom saving saving throw.
It is a saving throw. Okay. So is this disadvantage or straight roll because she's not thinking about bloodthirsty monster?
If you're not thinking about it, then straight roll.
5.
Your eyes glow even more red, and you feel yourself getting even more irritated. Make one more roll.
Take a deep breath, and she's gonna try to picture the note. Not really picturing a wolf, just picturing the note. You're not a monster. You're not a monster. You're not a monster.
Roll with advantage.
An 18.
Your eyes start to glow red, and you hear Adelar's voice say, "Think happy thoughts." And you start to think of that note. You take a deep breath, and you transform. You just manage to not lose control. Instead, you are thinking, "I'm not a monster. I'm not a monster." So what are you? You start to run around. You still can't control yourself. But you're not a monster. Instead, you're a dog. Adelar says sit, and instead you jump up and lick him. Sit. You start to run around and chase your tail. Sit. You look at him and cross your head in confusion. He transforms, and you hear the words echo throughout your mind. Sit. You do sit in response. After about 30 minutes, make me a wisdom saving throw.
5.
Alright. You still do not have control. Another 30 minutes goes by. Again.
I'm gonna use a lucky on that.
Of course.
19.
There you go. It's almost as if you open your eyes. You're still in wolf form, but you see Adelar. You are looking up at him from all fours. You are in control. For the first time ever, you are in control.
I did it. I did it. I did it. I did it.
As much as a wolf can smile, Adelar looks at you.
She's running around in circles. I did it. I did it. I did it. I did it. I did it.
Taraka, is that you? And he tackles you and pins you down and licks your face.
Ew.
Then he gets off of you and transforms back. Holds out his hand. Taraka, take my hand.
I gotta roll to try to change
You
back.
do? It's a much lower roll, don't worry.
A 10.
That was the DC. You are in control, and you're getting help from Adelar.
Alright.
You reach up, wanting to grab his hand, and as your paw is about to touch him, you wrap your fingers around and you stand up. He smiles at you. Good job.
I hug him. Thanks, Dad.
He hugs you back. Congratulations, your DC went from a 15 down to a 14.
Yay! There's a
This-
slightly less risk I kill everybody.
This music got real ominous.
It did.
It did.
This is a happy moment. It's going on its own. Let me go over here to where'd the farmhouse go? I like the farmhouse. It's a good, peaceful home base. I lost it. But
Good job.
Yes. Anything you'd like to say to Adelar after your training?
Thank you, Dad. I'm so happy I was finally able to control it. I didn't know I could.
You've never controlled.
No. I mean, to be fair, I only learned about this a week ago.
Are you a barbarian?
Oh? That's silly. You know I'm a bard.
Okay. As much as someone who does not understand magic could look confused, he looks a little confused.
But I'm tired. I think I'm gonna go in and rest on this small victory. Thanks, Dad.
I'm proud of you.
No, Dad, I'm not a warrior. I'm an artist.
I mean, she's a little bit of a warrior. She's a sword bard.
There was a reason
Oh, yeah.
why he was asking. I mean, bards don't typically have their eyes glow red.
But yeah, she's just gonna thank him and head in to find Chad and Jian because now she wants. Now for a different reason than originally planned, because I didn't think I was actually gonna hit the DC. Now she's going to say I did it,
Good shit.
and
What?
then to check on Chad.
You shot. You did it, and you head over to check on Chad. Jian did get there first, though, since it took you a little extra time.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So, Jian, you go to check in on Chad. You leave Huli, and I presume you go knock on a door.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You see the door open, and what you see inside is a quaint room. It's nothing fancy. Just a bed, night shelf, some photos. You recognize the photos of a blonde woman from inside Chad's old bedroom. It's very simple, very easy. And
I'm not disturbing you.
no, I just got out of the shower. You see his hair, instead of being back, is down in his face, a little messy. How are you doing?
Much better.
Same.
It's a very good decompression day.
Same. I think we needed that after the court.
Not to re-add the pressure, but I couldn't help but notice that you had some reservations about one of our guests at the table earlier, and I wanted to ask about it.
You mean Taraka's friend?
Yes. What are you thinking? What's going on?
I just didn't like how she was treating Taraka. I knows what it feels like to be used for your privileges. I didn't like seeing that be used against her.
That is understandable.
I mean, she stopped caring after all.
I wonder if Taraka might have some sort of response to this, given what happened between them.
Are you saying you want Taraka to get here now?
Oh, no, I mean, I was mentioning that there might be some kind of Taraka might be reacting to her guilt, allowing her to be treated this way.
It's still not okay.
Oh, it's definitely not. I see
And
what you're seeing.
glad I'm not alone.
Aw.
But, I mean, everything's fine, right? You guys are in the presence of the greatest. I'm gonna make sure you guys are A-okay. Just leave it to me. I'll get us out of anything.
You should speak to her about how you think. I wouldn't necessarily. It wouldn't necessarily be good for you to interject the way you did. It might come off the wrong way, given that they are longtime friends.
I think you're right. Thanks, Jian.
Of course.
And right about then, Taraka, you're welcome to come in.
She comes in just practically dancing. Oh my gosh, I'm glad I found you guys together. I was looking for both of you. I did it! I did it! I did it! I finally did it.
You did it?
Congratulations.
Yes!
The werewolf thing! He goes to give you a high five.
She gives him a hard high five.
That's most excellent.
What?
That's most excellent.
I know!
So, how'd it feel?
I don't know. I was too excited by just being able to do it.
Well, congratulations. Does that mean we can rely on a Wolfie to help out in a pinch?
I mean, it was really hard to do it, so I don't know yet. But I did it once.
No worries. You know, if you could do it once, you can master it. I believe in you.
Yes, you should be very proud of yourself.
But I also wanted to check on the two of you. I know the last few days have been a lot. Are you guys okay?
It's much easier with the company I've been carrying lately.
Agreed.
Smiles. You know, everything's better with good friends, right?
The first time in my life, I think I can agree. But Taraka, he looks at Jian. Mind if I speak to you in private?
Sure. Yeah, what's wrong?
Pat him on the head and leave.
He messes with his hair, tries to slick it back, but he doesn't have his product on him. It just falls back in his face. By the way, Taraka, you do note that now that Chad does not have his product on, he smells almost delicious. You recognize this scent as Linguini's.
So, realizing that, her face drops and she almost seems to go pale as a Kitsune can go.
You okay?
Yeah! Yeah!
Boy, smell like a snack, huh?
Does Jian say that?
No, I'm giving y'all privacy.
Yeah. She's not gonna tell Chad they just ate human, as far as she's aware.
That's awful.
That is so
It
bad.
is.
I mean, the Fae are known for eating human.
She's going to let him live in blissful ignorance and have a stern conversation with Huli.
This was Haley's idea for sure.
It was who?
It was.
Oh,
Jian got to get in the Feywild.
You okay, Taraka?
Yeah, of course. I'm great. I'm great. It just hit me kind of weird. You smell different.
Oh,
You don't stink like you usually do.
I, I don't stink. It's just my. What do
No,
you
you
mean?
do. There's usually a really bad smell. It's like burning tar that something died in, and then a skunk pooped on.
What?
Damn, get roasted, kid. Damn.
This is how I always smell. The only other thing I put on is my hair product, and he pulls out a jar of grease. Even contained, when he pulls it out, you can smell it.
Yep, that's the smell you usually smell like.
No, this is pineapple.
No, it's not.
Yeah, and he opens it up.
No.
See,
Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad.
it, he opens up the door. Jian,
Oh yes.
what does this smell like to you? It smells like pineapple.
Give it a sniff. Is that pineapple?
Yeah, it smells like almost acidic pineapple. It still smells like grease, but it has a pineapple scent to it.
Is this your hair grease?
It is. Does it smell good?
I mean, I'm not the most fan of tropical things, but it's not terrible.
See? Thanks, Jian. I just wanted your opinion.
What's going
I
on?
mean, I don't know. Maybe it's because my nose is more sensitive. Maybe I pick up the undertones of the chemicals inside of that stuff.
It is true. It does definitely feel artificial.
Well, is it really that bad?
Yeah, I wondered why every time we traveled together, my nose burned. That's why I usually prestidigitated some lavender under my nose, so I didn't smell it as bad.
Well, maybe I'll look into something different. How may I keep my hair looking pristine?
I think I could help with that.
I was gonna say I use coconut oil on my fur.
What were you gonna use?
I'll grab the sides of his hair, and then a gust of wind will wind sweep his hair. And he'll have the whole windswept look.
He reaches in his bag, looks in the mirror. You do good work, Jian. His hair is even more fluffy and has more volume than normal.
I had to make
Actually,
money
kind of
somehow.
like that look.
What do you say, Jian?
I had to make money somehow. This body is good for certain things.
Thanks, Jian. I appreciate
Very
you.
briefly, a hairdresser to make a few coins.
Very briefly. If you guys ever need money, just look at Jian. Oh, man. But, there was that thing I wanted to talk to you about, Taraka.
Oh yeah, sorry, I got distracted.
Yeah.
Oh yes, privacy. Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, I just wanted to know. Yeah, thank you. Your friend, Lily, I think?
Oh yeah, what about her?
Why do you let her treat you that way?
I don't know what you're talking about. She's always like that.
And you don't see the parallels?
She sits down on a chair. I do. That's Do you remember what Mom and I were talking about yesterday?
At what point?
In reference to the situation with Lily.
Oh. Um, you mean when you first transformed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember how I said it happened when I got mad?
Yeah.
I mean, Lily's always acted like that. Always wanted to go to the best restaurants, the best places, and going to shows, and she's always name dropped. And, for years I never really paid attention to it. I just thought that was her. That was, just, she's fancy. That's just her. She was always nice to me, so it didn't matter. But the last few weeks before it happened, we were rooming together at college, and I kept hearing rumors and hearing rumors, and I kept noticing she got special treatment for no reason. And finally, I overheard her friends tell her that I was essentially her meal ticket. And she didn't tell them I wasn't. And then I overheard her talking to some guy about how she had to get drunk just to deal with me. So, yeah. I I know. I know the parallels.
And he.
But I it was no excuse for me to kill her that night. She was talking to that guy, and I just got so mad I couldn't see anything. So yeah, even though I know it wasn't right for me to kill her, and letting her have some silly privileges is the least I can do for putting her through that. Even if she doesn't remember that now.
And you hold him. You feel him hold you tightly. Very tightly. I understand. Can I be honest?
I mean, I wouldn't want it any other way.
I'm done my fair share of suggesting people to never talk to me again. They always come back the next day, of course, but... And just when we were leaving and she left, I didn't use the restroom. I told her that friends don't typically treat friends this way. She knows what she's doing. She said, I'm in it for the same reason you are. I told her that could not be further from the truth. I'm sorry.
You're not telling me anything I didn't already know. I mean, I act all silly and like I don't really know what's going on, but I know what's going on. Kind of hard not to when you can hear everything.
If it makes you feel better, Jian and we'd never use you. We're actually here for you.
Miles, I appreciate that.
Of course. And he lets go of you. But it is getting late. I think I'm tired. I think I could go for one game of Exploding Kittens if you and Jian are up for it, though.
I'm gonna be honest. I think I need a shower and a bed.
No
I
worries.
had a shower, and it's about time to crash.
Chad jumps in his bed. No worries. This bed is super comfy anyway.
Oh, good. You're not wrong. Your room is a little small.
I told you. It's not bad, though.
Why don't you just imagine it bigger if you want it bigger?
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
And he looks like he's thinking, and his room starts to expand. Oh, interesting. I can make anything I want?
Well, yeah, it's your room.
Well, I may have to play around with this then. Thanks, Taraka.
Of course. Have fun, Chad.
I'll have fun in my dreams. I'll see you in the morning, alright?
Alright. Get some rest.
Night.
Night. And she will walk out of the room, holler downstairs. Good night, Jian!
Just big dragon snores.
Big
Are you
dragon.
asleep downstairs?
Oh yeah, he crashed. He just sat down and crashed.
He did
Oh,
not even
hearing
make it to his
that,
bedroom.
hearing that, I'll walk downstairs, pick him up, and walk up to his room and just kind of toss him in.
Just unconscious.
Unconscious.
You really gotta stop sleeping in random places, man.
He'll find a perch somewhere.
Oh man, that's amazing. But yes, that with Taraka headed off to bed. Unless, do you have anything else you'd like to do, Taraka?
No, I think she needs bed. I think she needs a bed.
She does
now.
need a bed. She does.
She needed a bed a while ago.
She needed a bed a while ago, but she was powering through.
Straight up powering through.
Oh,
That-
we got another take a shot.
Last take a shot of the night. Is this 4 or 5?
Thank you.
I think this is 4.
Oh, let's make that one count. Ooh,
Woo!
some good stuff.
That's some good stuff.
That is good stuff. Man, that cat head vodka is super smooth.
That was nice. Whew, 4.
Much better cold, though, I gotta say.
Nothing like some Kentucky bourbon.
Thanks for
And
the
Shady
hydrate,
redeemed
Caleb.
to hydrate. Thanks, Super. Thanks, Shady.
That's the last of my water. Perfect time.
That's kind of how it's been the whole time. Just a drink and a hydrate.
Drink and a hydrate.
It's just like
drink and-
angel on one side, devil on the other.
I love that the drunken bard is a. Is,
I know
is
the drunken
angel.
bard's. The drunken bard's been the one doing all the hydrates,
I
and,
will.
and innocent little Super's the one been doing the shots.
I see that. Oh, and a stretch.
Oh, we got a stretch.
Thanks for the stretch. Awesome. So, how did everyone feel about session 4? Enter the Courts.
I liked it.
Yeah, Jian has more people to beat up.
Jian has more people to beat up. He does. He knows of at least
Poor
one more
Jian.
person.
Poor Jian.
Also, lesson learned: don't let nobody touch you.
Very much so. And if anyone does touch you, examine that spot thoroughly.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hand to be you, cretin.
What's that?
Unhand to be you, cretin.
Hand to me, you couldn't. Do you guys have any
Um,
questions of this session?
Yes. Does Taraka have a way to contact Jade in these 2 days?
You do. I mean, you could cast sending.
I don't have sending.
You know of someone who does.
I do.
You also have a snake you can borrow.
You do.
I do.
You have multiple ways to contact Jade. I mean, tomorrow is your only rest day, because tomorrow is Tuesday, then Wednesday you have court again.
I thought we were recessing for 2 days.
We will meeting will continue in 2 days.
Oh. That's my bad. I don't know why I thought we had 2 days.
We will resume this in 2 days. That you heard 2 days, you probably thought you had 2 days off. My bad.
My bad.
We got there.
You've got this. Oh, did I not give Chad? Oh, I guess I didn't. He made. By the way, everyone, you do get a level up.
Yay!
All
Level
right.
6.
Yeah. Level 6.
I'm a beefy boy.
Level 6. Let's go ahead and add this to chat as well. So how are you guys liking this so far?
Oh, I'm enjoying it.
I'm glad. And Jian?
Good to have
Oh.
a nice chill one. Chillish. Court was kind of weird, but yeah.
I mean, I could take sending now, but I'm not going to.
Ooh,
Oh, hey, look at
that could help. I just got counter charm.
Nice.
It doesn't really help Taraka, because she already has advantage. But it's good against Jian. It's good for Jian.
that. And I have potent cantrips now.
Nice.
My cantrips, if they beat the saving throw, they still take half damage. Instead of no damage. Alright.
Interesting. Mantle of Majesty. I like that. Let's add a spell. What do we...
Mantle of Majesty.
Mantle of Majesty. So, I think...
An expect.
Yes, Chad does now have sending as well.
Look who has Fireball.
We're casting Fireball.
I'm gonna take Hypnotic Pattern, I think.
That's a good one. I love Hypnotic Pattern.
I know, I'm debating on that or Mass Healing Word, because both would be good.
Well, I cannot learn Mass Healing Word. So if you
Can you
want...
not?
I cannot, no. So I could take Hypnotic Pattern if you want a Mass Healing Word.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's whatever. The only thing is, I'm the most likely one to go down.
You are. So giving the healer Mass Healing Word would be better.
You should have access to it.
Is it because of my college?
No. We'll mess with it a little bit later.
Yeah, no worries. Alrighty. Well, I would also like to ask the audience, how are you guys liking it? Let me go back over here to Twitch so I can see. Do you all have any questions? What is going through your guys' minds? Same with Jian. How are you doing?
I'm curious as to what's going to happen next time in court.
How are you? A
And
hydrate.
what weird things certain shady individuals are going to try to do before
Oh,
court.
there's another hydrate.
I mean, you guys are fine for now, right? You're in Hooli's domain. You should be safe here.
Still at some level of alert. Gotta be.
Mhm.
Oh, I have sending.
Interesting.
Oh, you have sending as well. Nice. Caleb has one question. What is that? Let me look through all these. The chat will play as the Drunken Bar's adventures while he waits on for his time to come. I love that. I love this. And I see that people are role playing in chat as well. That is amazing. I love that. That is so cool. Where's my lucky lair? It is in a different city. A city that will come in time. He is kind of stuck in this city at this time. It's safe here, after all. It's probably the best place for him to be.
Not gonna lie, I would love to have a Lucky Liar or any of the other bard's weapons.
I know, right? But, Jian knows of this city. He's never been there. Where this drunken bard is.
Many tales.
Many tales.
Gotta check it out at some point. And
That we
hopefully
do.
not have to burn it down.
Hopefully not have to burn it down. Man, I am so excited for this big combat scene that's coming up. It's not going to be
terrified.
It's going to be in like 3 or 4 sessions. It's not going to be soon. Not going to be soon.
Terrified.
Jian, let's just say
Fine.
you'll feel you're going to be feeling a lot of things. Oh man, it is going to be. Oh my, Jian,
I'm gonna be feeling so many things.
so many things. I really want to tell you. I cannot tell you any of it.
Don't tell me nothing.
I can't.
Don't tell me nothing. Not a single thing.
Oh, I just hope you know. I really hope you're gonna like what I do. I really do. You know what? All I'm gonna say is this.
Time to run.
All I'm gonna say is this.
Oh. Oh boy. It's alright. It's alright. I have an inkling, but it'll be alright. It's alright, Boo Boo.
It's alright, Boo Boo.
You say that now.
Did Kisser see it?
Oh, I do.
Did Kisser see what?
Her D&D character she made in the Discord. She
oh yeah,
gave her a new outfit for court.
Oh, let me see that. Oh yeah, you asked me. Take a look at that. Go over here. Over here. Oh, that's cute. That's really cute. That's really cute. I'm gonna heart that as well. That's super cute. I love that. Man. Evil kisser laughter. I would never have an evil laughter.
Yeah, you would.
Oh man.
God, that's the evil callow laughter.
No one understands the Canadians. Oh man. But with all this being said, it is after 10. I need to get up at 3 a.m. So I am going to go to bed. I took a nap before stream. I'm hoping I'll be good. I'll see you all on Monday as we either play some Master Duel, Kingdom Hearts, or Minecraft. I have not yet decided, but we'll see how tired I am. Read my French? I cannot read French. Say...
C'est que la chance de son côté. I don't know what it means.
You know, before I say anything, I'm gonna Google. You're all just cussing out in French and not knowing what you're saying.
Oh, I know what one of those words is. It's bard.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure
something about a coat.
This bard only has luck on his side. Oh, I love that.
I love that.
Ce bard n'a que la chance de son côté. There we go.
Alright, but good night, everybody. Kisser and I need to get up early and go to work.
Good night, everyone. I love ce bard n'a que la chance de son côté. There you go. Take care, everyone, and we will see you all soon. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.